What's poppin', T-Subs and Squad? So, listen, I said I was gonna do Ready for Love, and I am. I just ain't watched it yet. I DVR'd it. I'm gonna get that to y'all tomorrow once I watch it and do all the rest of that bull crap. But tonight, I'm going to do Put a Ring on it, Season 1, Episode 2. I don't know the name of the episode, child. First and foremost, I have to give a quick thanks and shout out to both Ashley and Hollywood. Both of them hit me up under my comments telling me how much they enjoyed the reviews and made them laugh. They was really nice. They was really sweet. So I definitely want to take this time out to shout out to both of them. You two, along with Ulysses and Mimi, are my favorite couple. I mean, it ain't no shade, Shay and Michael, but then again, it is. So I definitely wanted to, before I get into this, definitely shout y'all out and thank y'all for that. So this week, the men are going out on their dates, child. Tequila and Sprite, a girl's favorite. Hollywood says that he wasn't scared to be married to Ashley. He was just scared to fail her because she deserves the best. You know what, Hollywood? I'm willing to give you that, and I'm willing to believe it. And I'm just going to leave that at that. So, Ulysses isn't going on a date because of what's going on with Mimi and her dad. And being with each other is what's best for right now. So, I definitely love and appreciate the fact that Dr. Nicole was sensitive to what these two people had going on. I'm really glad that she didn't... Girl, I'm really glad that she didn't pull a Mona Sky Young on them and say, listen, I understand how you feel, but y'all still sign contracts and we still got a show to do. I'm really glad that Dr. Nicole says, listen, what y'all are going through is sensitive. It's a lot going on right now. And that, what y'all are going through, needs to be our main focus. And for them to have the privacy to do that. I'm all here for Dr. Nicole. Shout out to Dr. Nicole. So Hollywood is at home getting ready for his date, and he looked it great. Now, I don't know what looked it more great, him being dressed or him being undressed in his knockers underwear, honey. But listen, that is a whole nother tea talk for a whole nother day for me and El Tater to talk about off of here. Because y'all know Ashley, my girl, and I don't want to make no designs on her man just yet. Because I'm just saying, Ashley, the girl's been on it. Okay, the girl's been blowing on my phone about Mr. Hollywood. I'm just saying, Ashley. I'm just saying. So the doctor calls Mimi, and Mimi calls her sister, I believe her name was Nicole, on three-way to run down what will happen once her dad's heart stops. He doesn't think they should do CPR because it will hurt him more, and they felt like they shouldn't resuscitate. Again, I could personally speak on that. You know, the first time my mother's heart stopped when the blood clot went through her heart, they gave her CPR. And they was able to bring her back. And then it happened again. And that time they wasn't able to bring her back. And what people don't understand about CPR is the only way to do CPR right is when you crack or break ribs. So the person is going to feel that, and they will feel that. And I'm telling you, me and my brother felt horrible for the fact that our mother had to go through that not once, but twice. It is a horrible experience. It really is. So I totally understand the doctor saying, listen, you know, it's to a point where it's going to continue to be like this. He's already suffering. He's probably already in pain. There's no need to drag out the pain even more. He could just alleviate it and let him pass on. But, you know, listen, to be absent from the body is to be present before God. And that's the one thing that y'all have to look at and hold on to. With the way that the world is going on here nowadays anyway, listen, this ain't our home. If you believe like I believe, this is not our home. So you have to find comfort in that he will not suffer no more. He won't be hurting no more. And that's the blessing out of all of this. And again, Thank you so much, Dr. Nicole, for not being so caught up in doing TV that you're negating something that's really serious that is going on in somebody's lives. And then we find out later that because of what they have going on and how sensitive it is, they left the program. And I was all here for that. As much as I liked Mimi and Ulysses, I was all here for that. I am. So Dr. Nicole goes to check on Shay and Michael down to the home for their little one-on-one session. Michael doesn't get emotional about things. And that's making Shay feels like he really doesn't care about her. Michael says that he doesn't have many emotions because he feels like people can leave at any time. Plus, it's mainly her fault because she ghosted him not once, but twice at the beginning of their relationship, and he wants her to take accountability for her actions. Now, listen, I'm so glad that you said that, Michael, because I was honestly about to get up here and say y'all bills must be backed up or something, because I just didn't understand what the fuck y'all was here for. But now that we got the backstory, I'm with you, Michael. Shay, listen, let me tell you something. You better learn your man while you earn your man. I told you that last time, and I'm telling you that shit now. Hang if you can hang, no pain, no gain. You cause that man pain, now you want to sit up here and try to tell him, listen, you can't do wrong to somebody and tell them how mad to get, and you can't do wrong to somebody and then try to give them a time frame of when they need to get over it. I was here for Michael in that aspect, because Michael, I'm going to get your ass together at the end of this. But before I take you down, I will lift you up about that. I was with you on that. Shay, you got some splaining to do, girl. Moving on. Hollywood goes on his date with Barencia, I believe her name was. She's a genuine person. She's spiritual, looking for someone who wants to have a good time, funny, nice smile, and athletic, that he could protect her and hold her. Ashley, I like you a lot. I really do. And this ain't no shade or no slight to you. But his date was gorgeous. I mean, she was gorgeous. I loved her hair. I loved her makeup, the earrings. I loved her outfit. I loved her heels. She had a really nice voice, nice teeth. She wasn't all ratchet and thotty and all of that. Like, I loved it. I loved it. And it's no shade. It's no shade. But you know, if it won't know you, I could see him being with someone like her. No matter how much he tried to downplay it in front of your face, we all saw the same damn thing. And I'm just going to leave it at that, Ashley, because I like you. So then Michael goes on his date with a chick named Riley. She says she's wifey material because she's caring and she's loving. And she's looking for a guy that's caring and is a good person. Shay does a dating diary, and she says that she doesn't like Michael going out on dates because she feels like he needs more time to date, and that scares her. I bet it would. When you go to somebody twice, I mean, listen, you got to go through that, mama. You got to go through that. And not only do you got to go through that, you got to take a responsibility and accountability for what you did. You have to. You got to, Shay. The only way that y'all are going to be able to get over this hump is once you honestly get it, for one, and two, apologize for what you did to that man. Because men got feelings too. Moving on. Hollywood comes home from his date, and he tells Miss Ashley all about it. So Ashley says that it saddens her that he can go out on a date with somebody else and not be mad about it. And she genuinely wanted him to have a good time. And by her feeling that way, it makes her feel like that there's still cracks in their relationship. And that really made Hollywood feel some type of way. And rightfully so, Ashley. I mean, and I love you, sis, but yeah, girl, you can't tell your man like that, especially a man as fine as Hollywood. Listen, let me tell you something. You know how many low-down, dirty, trifling-ass whores that are home wreckers that'll love to jump on your man? Okay? Because, girl, I'm the president of the Home Records Club. You understand me? I just told you. The girls been hitting me up about your man, Ashley. You can't tell your man nothing like that and expect for him not to feel no type of way. But what I also love about Ashley is she's going to give you the unadulterated truth, whether you like it or want to hear it or not. And I honestly feel like a lot of relationships really should have that level of straight up, wait up, hold up, I'm about to give it to you real deal Holyfield. So it could either work or it could backfire. But I'm sorry, Ashley, your man too fine for you to be sitting up there telling him something like that. See, if he was alright, you know what I'm saying, you could hurt his feelings all day, but get that together, child. So the couples comes back for their little joint meeting down to the house, and they explain why Mimi and Ulysses aren't there, why they're not returning to the program, and they're gonna have a new couple that is going to be joining them. Again, I love the fact that Dr. Nicole is not here to make TV at the expense of somebody's dying parent. I love that. Hollywood tells them about his date. He explains how the date went. He does say that she's holding back sex from him a little bit. And she says that when things aren't right, she just can't perform with him like that. And Ashley, again, me and you, we are just alike. I'm the same way. Michael says that he enjoyed his date as well. Shay says that she's not feeling him going out on a date. She felt more worried than he was. Then she turns around and says that if he would just call out what he really likes and loves about her, that will make her feel a whole lot better. He says that he just wanted to make her squirm a little bit. He didn't feel nothing about the date. And Michael, this is where I'm going to get you together at, because I felt like that was really mean. That was very petty. It was a little passive aggressive. You already see that she's very insecure in this relationship, and you ain't did her no favors by doing that just to make her squirm. Like, I really don't know how I felt about you doing that, Michael, but whatever, child. Moving on. Hollywood says that he isn't going on another date. Now, he claimed because he didn't feel that spark because she ain't had no ass. And I mean, he ain't lying. Mama girl ain't had no ass, but she was cute. And Michael says that he isn't going on a second date either. Good, I'm glad. Michael says that emotions wasn't a part of his life because his parents never told him that they loved him. So that's why he doesn't show it the way she wants him to. She says that she's going to have to work on understanding how ghosting him made him feel and try to take responsibility for it. Yeah, I mean, Shay, you really do. You really need to you bear a lot of blame in the demise that y'all are going through now. You do. You do. This man already don't feel no emotions. You know what I'm saying? And listen, H-Town, Mariah Carey, and Destiny's Child told us how emotions is supposed to make you feel. And he ain't exhibiting now one of them. Get yourself together, mama. So, Ashley says that what's stopping her from moving forward is the fact that he called off the wedding. He says that he tries to make things better. And then she says that he does, but then on the flip side, he will say things and do things contrary to what he said. And that negates everything. And then he just starts to fly off of this handle and go off on this tangent. And, you know, it's like, in Hollywood, listen, you're emotional too. You know what I'm saying? Emotions make you cry sometimes. All right. Like, you very emotional, Hollywood. Now, I love me an emotional man. Like, it really ain't no shade. But I wish you wouldn't have went off like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not saying that she doesn't love you. She's not saying that she doesn't want to marry you. She's just trying to get you to understand and realize how what you did made her feel. And it's like, now that you're ready and she's not, now it's almost like you're trying to bully her into being ready and into marrying you. And I don't really feel like that's cool, nor do I feel like that's okay. I don't. That really made her feel some type of way. And until you ease her mind about that, this is just how it's going to be. And I'm sorry, you got to eat it up. And that's just how I feel. Then Dr. Nicole got both of them together and told the both of them that they need to manage their feelings because words can speak life. And that is absolutely true. Just speak life. That is so true. Life and death lies within the power of the tongue. And I would hate for one of y'all to get upset with the other and say something that y'all really gonna regret. You know what I mean? And actually, again, you are a lot like me. You gotta have the last word. Even if that means physically saying something or doing this or doing this, like all of that is having the last word, in my opinion. You know how I know? Because I do that. Me and you are a lot alike, Ashley. You need to hit me up, girl. DM me and my Instagrams. Giving you the real tea so me and you can talk. That was basically the end of the episode. This was a really good episode. Shout out to the couples that are there. Shout out again to Mimi and Ulysses. I really hope they find comfort the best way that they can, and I really hope they lean on each other and not allow this to make them drift apart, because I really like Mimi and Ulysses together. I honestly do. Can't wait to see these new couple, honey. Can't wait to see this new couple. I hope they're gonna give us some, child. And until next time, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Bah.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business.